Hello everyone, and thanks for clicking on this video. Actually, I thank you for your valuable time you have taken to see what I have actually discussed here. So this is not going to be a typical YouTube video where we will discuss about, walk through about, or the instructions will be given to you to do something or the other. This is actually a topic that I wanted to discuss with you, and the topic is going to be about online compilers and how the product that I have created is going to make a difference in the online compilation world or the online coding world. So before we go into the deep discussion about this particular topic, we need to understand what are online compilers for those who are from a non-IT background or they don't know anything about compilers. So actually in today's world, if you say you have no knowledge of information technology or you are not familiar with information technology, it's very hard to believe, because the moment you open your eyes or the moment you get up from your bed, you are surrounded with IT. The device that is in your hands, the little device that is in your hands, contains the whole world, and that's possible only because of IT. So basically I am talking about your smartphone that contains all the features, all the apps, and to make it short, it contains the entire world and brings entire world to your fingertips. So coming to the topic, what are online compilers? So I have worked with many online compilers while coding, and I have used many integrated development environments. So first of all, what is the difference between the integrated development environment and an online compiler? So integrated development environment or an IDE is a application that is installed in a developer's system. Actually it resides in the developer's system so that he or she can write applications and write code for the applications and make softwares. The code is persistent and is saved in the computer's memory and can be accessed from anywhere and everywhere, wherever the human takes the gadgets he has written coding. It's actually the same with the online compilers, only the difference being online compilers does not require you to install a separate software in your computer system in order to make them work for you. You just search for online compilers and you are given a billion results on this particular topic, and you can use an online compiler whichever you like. Saying this and going forward, I want to clear a thing in my viewers' mind and understanding, that I am not here to criticize any product or say that any product has any disadvantages. Every product that is out there in the information technology industry is is actually fabulous and awesome in its own self. Actually, a product or a service is the vision a developer has, and the outcome of the product is the vision of a developer, and the vision drives the success of a particular product or service. We have seen many integrated development environments like Visual Studio Code, the Sublime Text that rule the market today and that help developers to create applications, and we should be thankful to information technology companies who have developed the applications and softwares that put the IT industry on the top. So today when I see students or elderly people talking about the information technology domain or the information technology industry, I see their eyes shining. They say, yeah, information technology is a treasure, information technology industry is a treasure, and if you get a job in information technology industry, you are all set. You will get a package that is far better than any industry in this world, and that is true. That is really true, because information technology has opened wide amount of jobs and created many pathways and domains today. In fact, with the rise of AI, we have many opportunities to excel. So yeah, actually what I have come here to discuss was about online compilers, and the discussion went away into the IT industry because every other person I met or every other person I meet today in my daily life is talking about the information technology industry, and people who have pursued other domains, like they are not from information technology domain, are also seen talking about this information technology domain, and what's actually good and what's impressive is that they have good knowledge of this particular domain and they are trying to switch themselves from their domain to information technology domain. So yeah, from this we can understand information technology has impacted people's thinking and made a difference in people's life. Yeah, with its innovations and creativity, information technology has made a place that is very special in every individual's heart. So it's hard to imagine this world without the internet. So if let's imagine there was no internet, there was no progress actually, and this internet is possible because of information technology and the companies working day and night to improve their services and the products that they are creating in the information technology industry. So each and every individual or each and every developer, each and every programmer, each and every team that is in the information technology industry is constantly innovating and releasing new products every day that are making people's life easier and happier. So there is no question in that, or there is no question about that. That is, information technology is a treasure, and information technology is a topic that has to be discussed today, as it empowers young generation towards success, and they can use this information technology in their favor in many ways to excel in their educational field, in their jobs, or whatever domain they pursue. So yeah, information technology domain is both creative, innovative and rewarding. When I talk about rewarding, I talk about the packages offered in this particular industry. Yes, of course, you need to work hard in order to achieve a package. You need to gather the right education in order to get to that particular place where you are valued for your experience and where your contributions are seen as unique. So in order to be that creative, you need to excel in this particular field, and excellence can only be achieved through educating yourself and timely updating yourself. So with that said, I am going to dive deep now into the information the online compilers. So actually, the purpose of me creating this particular product or creating this particular service is that I have come across online compilers. I may be wrong, or I may be using them limitedly, so I may not have that particular knowledge. Somebody or the other in the world may be doing this, what I have done it right here. So I am not saying that I have done any unique thing or I have invented any new product. Yeah, but I have added some spice to the already existing recipe. That's all I can say. So the online compilers that I have come across allow the developers to write their code, run the code, see the output, and then forget it. That's what I have seen. The code is totally vanished whenever a developer wants to access it for the second time. There is no persistent storage or permanent storage for the code in any of the online compilers that I have come across. Again, that does not mean that the creation or the design of that particular online development environment or the online compiler is not good, or the developers have not worked hard. They have all worked hard and they have done their best, and every product is a result of the creator's innovation. Every product is a result of what the creator thinks, actually how the creator is thinking while developing the particular product is the result of that particular product. What you think and what you see, actually how you want the product to pursue in this world, guides you to make that particular product in that particular sense, And to clarify and to be clear, every product I have used till date in this information technology industry is glamorous in itself, it's fabulous in itself, and it's awesome with all the particular features that it is designed to have. With all the particular products are packed with innovation. All the products that I have come across does not lack in any sense of design, in any sense of capabilities. They have all got capabilities, but only thing I have noticed is there is no persistent storage. That is the capability that the editors were lacking, is to store the program for future use, so that the programmers or developers can access it from anywhere or everywhere. Yeah, so when you code in your system or your laptop, it's okay, you can store it and you can save it with Control S. There is no harm in that, and there are many IDEs in the market that you can get to do this job for you. Yeah, and when you are traveling or when you are away from the this IDEs, or let's imagine you don't have any Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text or anything, and you need to write a particular program and you are just given a laptop and a Wi-Fi. So what you will do in this scenario, and that's the straight answer to this question, is you will use an online development environment or the online compiler that actually simulates the behavior of an integrated development environment. So that's what we are going to do, right? So while doing this, if you are not provided with a flexibility, or if you are not provided with a capability to save what you write for future reference, then it's all gone. Whatever you write, whatever hard work you do, it will be like not counted actually. So seeing this and keeping this in mind, and with this vision of providing persistent storage to developers from wherever and what to the codes that developers write, actually I wanted to provide developers with the flexibility to store their code and use it wherever they want and wherever they go. With that aim, I have come up with the particular product, and again I am not counting the disadvantages of any other product, and I am not criticizing any other product. So don't mince me that what this fellow is doing and what he is up to and what he is trying to say. Actually I am trying to say every creator has their own vision, every team has their own vision, every company that is into this information technology domain is trying to solve the problems that they see in people's day-to-day life, and it's the vision of information technology giants or information technology companies that has made information technology a very prominent domain. And I congratulate all the creators and all the developers in whatever innovations that they have done and they are doing till date. So with that said, let's go into and see actually what I have done and what I have created Actually, as I previously said, I have just added spice to the already created recipe. I have not done anything new. So let's see what I have done and how it's going to help the developer community here. So yeah, right now what you are seeing on the screen is what I have created here. Actually, I have created this particular product, or you can say this particular website, using the React.js framework. Now you can research what React is on Google. You will get to know the information that you need. To brief it out, React is a framework provided by Facebook. It's used to develop user interfaces and write code and develop applications. So that's all I can say for now. As for time constraints, I am not going to dive deep into what is React and what are the things that you get to do with React, so that you can research on yourself. So our main focus today in this session will be the product or service that is created by me. So as I have said, the main vision behind creating this website is to provide persistent storage to the developer community for storing their programs, so that they can access it from anywhere. So let's get started with this particular website and see where we will go by the end of this session. So as you see here, you can see a create playground button. So playground is nothing but a folder. So yeah, playground, it's actually this platform contains playground and cards. So playground is nothing but a folder and a card is nothing but a file. When you connect the terminology of a particular desktop system or a computer system or an operating system, I would say, you get to see these two terminologies only. The only difference is here it is called a playground, a folder is called a playground, and a file is called a card. And in your desktop systems, a folder is called a folder and a file is called a file. So that's the main difference. There is no difference actually. To make it sound unique, we have done that. Actually, we have called it a playground, we would have called it a folder. So you can see we have the option here for creating a new folder too. So it's nothing but creating a new playground. So the folder contains files and file will contain your code. So as you have seen me clicking it, when I clicked on a particular file, the predefined code that is already present here pops up for that particular language. So one thing is you have support this editor or this code plat this online compiler supports C++, Java, JavaScript and Python. You can write simple programs here, and this code editor is very beginner friendly, and you can copy paste your code from any website and see the output and what's going to happen. And also you can download your code for future reference or save your code here itself, so that you can come back to this online platform whenever you think like doing so. So with that said, we will get started, and I will provide you a quick demo, and after that we are going to end this session. By the way, if anybody is getting bored or anybody is thinking, yeah, so he is talking information technology, what this fellow is up to, and how this fellow knows all these things. So to answer your questions, I want to say that fortunately I am also a information technology graduate, and I have completed my graduation in the year 2019. So that's why I have got some knowledge about this particular subject. With that some knowledge, I have arrived here, and I am sharing my experience, just my experience, with all my fellow developers or with all my viewers that are actually on this video now. And I thank all the viewers for coming till here with me and bearing with me and listening to me what I am trying to say. So let's start with a simple statement. So this is the important feature that I wanted to highlight. You can save your code, you can click it here, yeah, you can try yourself. The code is saved, and whenever in the future, in whichever hour of time you want to access it, you are just a click away. And this online compiler also provides the facility to the developers, so that they can view the output in the output console given here. So yeah, if you click on full screen, you are provided with a more great view of your code. And yeah, and if you are using the standard input output functions, you are welcome to post your input at the runtime, so that you can provide the input to the program dynamically during the runtime. Okay, so there is no restriction. You can, for beginners and for experienced as well, you can use the platform. And for experienced, using this platform will be really fun, because experienced people or experienced professionals know how to write the code, and they enjoy writing codes actually. So let's write a simple program. I want here my intention is to just show the working of this input section here. in the online compiler. So std c out, this is numbers are and std c in a b as c is equal to a plus b, and std c out sum of two numbers is what is stored in the variable c. So let's see whether I am successfully able to run this code or not. So before doing anything, before going into executing this code or seeing the output of this particular code, let's first save it. Yeah, so the code is saved successfully now, and now I am going to pass two numbers. Actually, to keep it simple, we go with 20 and 10, and now let's go and run the okay. So yeah, numbers are, we will go ahead and give this the numbers. Actually, what are the numbers? A and B. So if you run the code now, you can see the numbers are
Yeah,
Yes. So as you can see here, so we have successfully executed the code here. So numbers are numbers are A and B. So whatever I have entered in the input box, it's showing here it's 2010. So let's give some space. Numbers are okay. So one mistake that I have done here is yeah, so now the mistake is rectified, I think. So numbers are, let's give some space here and just go and run it to see. Yeah, so numbers are 20 and 10. Actually numbers are 20 and 10, and to add some space I will just go ahead So yes, we have successfully written the code, we have successfully saved the code, we have, and we have successfully passed the input into the variables A and B. We have successfully executed the code, and we will now successfully export the code. So wherever you are in this world, you can use all these features to keep your code handy and keep your code wherever you want and in whatever format you want. Actually, the code when you download this particular code, it's downloaded as it is, as you have written in this particular editor here. So I will show you one thing. It is, if we click on export code, you will be able to download this particular code. And folder, and as I have Visual Studio Code in my laptops already installed, I will go ahead and open this particular file in Visual Studio Code so that the code looks good and formatted actually well. So if you directly go ahead and open this code in particular notepad file, you will not be able to see the formatting properly, or you will have issues with formatting that will impact your eyes and will probably blow your eyes. So in order to protect your eyes and in order to improve your experience, I request you to open the downloaded code in a particular IDE or integrated development environment, so that you can see the formatting pretty good and your eyes will be satisfied with it. Okay. So now whenever I come here, till I click this delete button, I will be able to access this code in whatever hour of day, in whatever hour of the year I want. Till I click this delete button and I delete it from here, I will be able to access my code. So that was the main vision with which I have created this particular website. And yeah, so let's go ahead and explore more features of this particular website. So when you click on the new playground button, you are actually given an option to create a new file in that particular existing playground. You will not be allowed to create a folder. To create a folder, then you need to click on this new folder button. So actually I will show you one thing. I will show you all the features here also. So let's say we want another C++ program here. So the subject of this program will be we will be looking for largest among the two numbers, largest of the two numbers. So when we create a new playground, you can see a new file is popped up here with the name largest that I have given, and you are able to see the contents of this particular file. And going ahead, as we have discussed, we will find the largest of the two numbers. I will actually remove this and now save it. Actually we have removed the hello world, and when we come here for future reference, we should not see the hello world text that was popping up previously in the code editor. So when I click on the largest, so it vanished and the code that we have not touched is saved as it is. So largest of the two numbers. To save time, I am showing just simple programs so that you get an idea of how this particular online compiler actually works and how it's going to help you as a developer. So again, numbers are it's A and it's B. Whatever the user has entered at the runtime will be the numbers, and if we click on full screen we will get a better view of this particular editor. And yeah, so numbers are here, A and B. Yeah, so one thing I forgot here is to accept the numbers. Actually, allow the program accept numbers. So after the program accepts numbers, the one thing that is remaining is the comparison between two numbers. If A is greater than B, and we can say just A is the largest. Okay, so A is the largest, and else if A is not greater than B, you can say B is the largest. So it's not anything big or anything complicated here. I have used a simple if analysis statement to demonstrate the to demonstrate how you can calculate the largest of the two numbers or find the largest of the two numbers. So let's see if we have done everything correctly or not. Now, before doing anything, remember, if you are using dynamic values as inputs for your program, you should type them before clicking on the run code to avoid any unnecessary errors or unnecessary stress to yourself. So this is 100 and this is 99. When I run the code, so when I run the code, the output is proper actually. std cout A, std cout B. So let's check like this. Okay, so the mistake here was, before taking the inputs, I was trying to actually print the input, which is not possible. Yeah, so now if I go ahead and print, it should print 199. That's great. And what you can say, numbers are hundred and 99. So again I have done so these errors are a good thing. So if you get an error, you can assume that you are trying to achieve anything. So before achieving anything great, you get errors. So don't get panicked or don't get discouraged with errors. Just use the resources, try to solve them and move on. So yeah, So you can see you have the 199, that are two numbers that we have entered, and it says A is the largest. That's the correct thing. So we can say that the online compiler is successfully working here as we wanted it to do so. So now what I am doing is I am going to replicate the reverse, change the situation here. So I am going to type 2000, I am going to type 3 here, and some number, that is random number 2000 here. So see what's going to be the output. Okay, so the so you can actually see the code is being compiled, and the output is right in front of us, and it is the correct output. So I am happy about that. The only thing is the spacing is getting halted here, so don't worry, we will solve it too. We just need to add an horizontal tab, save the code, and be careful. So what's the error? Yeah, so you can be careful with these little things actually. So as you can see, the numbers are 3 and 2000, and 2000 is the largest. So I have demonstrated each and every feature of this particular online compiler, and I want to say that not only C++, you can go ahead with Java here. So let's create a simple Java file in this particular playground itself, and the thing is you can just update the folder name, test folder, or online compiler demo. You can name it whatever you want, and the changes will be applied here. So till now we went with only C++, and now we are going to create a new playground, and this time I am going to go with Java here, and I am going to give it a first Java program. This will be the file name actually, and the folder is same, which is online compiler demo. And yeah, so when you click on this Java file, there is a predefined language code that comes up here. That's great. And one more thing I want to introduce to you is it supports, this online compiler supports two themes, that is the dark theme and the light theme also. So when you click on this VS light theme, you are going to get this theme. So I like this theme, dark theme, that helps me in coding, so I will keep it as dark theme itself for now. Okay, so when we click on this run code, So as you can see, the Java program is also perfectly working here. And yeah, so let's quickly go to any website. Okay, so I want a Java program. So first of all, let's try the save code feature here. Save code. The code is saved successfully. Okay, so yeah, that's great. The code is working. The editor is working as expected. So when we download this code, export code, this is Java code. So again I am going to close this for now, and now Java file I want to go ahead and right click on the Java file and open with this Visual Studio Code. So yes, you can see the exact code what we have written there in the online compiler is visible to us on the desktop, and it's accessible to us. So that's done actually. And now after this simple program is here, let's dive into let's create a new playground actually. So let's name it input. Okay, so I am going to test a simple program in this editor by using the pre-built scanner class in the Java programming language. So this will be a Java program. Yeah, so let's remove all the things. Okay, and more importantly, save this particular code after making modifications so that the modifications get reflected. And yeah, go to any website, Java program to accept accept input from user input. Yeah, so this is the topic that I wanted to bring it to your notice. So for now, as for testing purpose, it's okay, this is okay. So what it's going to do is, this Java program here is going to print the username. So this is a very simple program and very effective way of conveying what I want to convey. So let's go here and let's completely remove the code and paste the code. So you can see the new code is being pasted. To click on OK, you click on full screen. So yeah, so it's asking for a username, right? So let's give something like this. Okay, so click on this run code. The username is, yeah. So successfully we have compiled Java program also using this particular online compiler. That's great. And let's now switch to JavaScript actually. So for switching to JavaScript, you need to again create a new playground. First, the file extension is going to be JavaScript now. JavaScript and yeah, so JavaScript will be there. So in the console, JavaScript program, you are going to, yeah, so JavaScript code is successfully compiled. Also JavaScript is totally working in our code editor. So the mechanism is same here for every programming language. You write the code and be cautious, you save the code. After writing the code, please click on the save code button to save the code. If you don't click on the save code button, your code will be vanished and you will not be able to retrieve what you have written, and you will be at risk at that time. So please I request each and every one of you, if you are using this particular editor, you will click on the save code after writing the code or making the changes to your code. So let's again go here and search for a simple program that adds 2 numbers in JavaScript. Or you can do one thing actually. Here we can test it with an alert. You have tested with console log, you have tested with an alert. So the alert will display hello JavaScript. So our language is JavaScript, and so alert is not working actually. So JavaScript code. So yeah, so console, console not log, hello, and console not log 2 plus 9 6. So yeah, so yeah, so let's say one thing. So now the console
अच्छा छोटू बोल रहा है इधर आगे बोल रहा है मम्मी तो अलीजा पकड़ा बोले तो ओले भी बोल रहा मम्मी सोने चलता है बट सोने में कल गैस का कभी खाएंगे क्या बोल रहे हैं.
yeah, so as you can see, JavaScript is also working with proper instructions, and if proper instructions are given and you write the code properly, you will get the expected result. Absolutely, there is no problem with the thing. Just you need to know what the commands are to pass and what the thing are to pass. So
देख लिया क्या है अभी बोलेगा हाँ देख तो हाँ वो भी है बराबर ऐसा थोड़ा वो भी
so now we come to the end. Yeah, so let's test Python here. So first program will be first Python program actually. So when you click on this create playground, right, you will see this language as Python and everything is done actually for you here. So now let's test Python here. So let's print this is new statement. So to save the code, you click on this save code, right? So the code will be saved successfully, and as you know, when you come here in the future, if you don't delete it, till you don't delete it, you will be able to access the code that you have written here. So let's go here and check for a simple Python program that takes a username and okay, so Python program to Python program. To add two numbers. Add two numbers actually. Yeah, so this is the example here. So I have copied this example. This is just a demo. Yeah. So we will enter the first number, enter the second number actually, and here you need to do one important thing, that is save the code whenever you make changes, so that your changes will be permanent here. And one more thing is, before executing the code, if your program contains any dynamic inputs, or if your program accepts any inputs at the runtime, you go ahead and type it in the input box here before clicking on the run code, so that you can get the output as expected. So when we click on run code, yeah, so you can see everything is working as expected, and we are glad that it's happening. So you know that when you want to export the particular code, you can click on just export code and you will be fine, and you will be able to download it actually. So go show in folder and open with, actually this is what we click here, and Visual Studio Code. So yes, Python code is also visible as it was in the online compiler here. So that's all. This brings us to the end of this particular session. Thank you all for bearing with me, and if and only if you like the product or like this service, the link for this particular service or the particular website is in your description of the video. You can try it for sure, and if you have any feedback, you can give it in the comment section of this particular video. So thank you everybody for bearing with me and listening to me what I have said. If you are getting bored, or if you want to chill out, have a coffee and keep coding, keep enjoying. Thank you very much for listening to me. I will be back with a new video soon. Bye bye.